I have the car up on jack stands, it's level, and there's plenty of working room underneath. Let's begin by draining the transmission. On front-wheel drive vehicles, the transaxle is usually located on the left driver's side of the vehicle. Here is the drain plug. I already loosened the other plug, the fill plug, so the fluid should come out smoothly. I'll show you the fill plug in a couple minutes. At this angle you can see it's completely black. By the looks of it, I would say this is probably the first time the transmission fluid has been changed. The last owner of this vehicle ran this transmission pretty hard, but at least we're not seeing anything like metal flakes coming out, which is good, because that would suggest serious internal damage. You'll need a 5/16 inch square head socket to remove the drain plug. An 8mm socket might work, but a 1/2 inch drive I found is too big and did not work. Now let's tighten down the plug. Careful not to over tighten though. It is aluminum. The torque value on the plug is 33 foot-pounds. Even though the car is slightly under 100,000 miles, the transmission is already showing signs of wear, which is why I mixed 1 quart of Lucas transmission fix with Valvoline Max Life ATF fluid. According to the Valvoline website, the Max Life ATF fluid is compatible with this transmission. However, if you choose to use the OEM fluid, Suzuki recommends Esso LT71141. The fill plug is above the lower engine mount and below the axle, in between the two. If you were to dissolve away the engine mount, this is what it would look like. You could see the fill plug. The fill plug and the drain plug are identical in size. They both require the same 5/16 inch square head socket. Now we're going to start pumping the transmission fluid. I'm snaking the hose over the motor mount toward the fill hole. Then we'll start pushing down on the pump, and that will force fluid up into the transmission. If you're in the right position underneath the car, you should be able to see the fluid as it's being pumped into the hole. After 4.2 quarts, the fluid should start dribbling over the edge. That's how you know you've pumped the right amount of fluid. it will start leaking out of the hole. On these types of transmissions, there are no dipsticks. You can't overfill, but there's always the danger of not adding enough fluid. Keep pumping until you see this occur. We caught it early, and this is the first drop of overflow. In the lower left-hand corner of this diagram, you can see an illustration showing the overflow line running parallel with the fill hole. If you have the time, wait till the dripping stops before adding the drain plug. I'm going to start screwing in the drain plug by hand before using a ratchet. This will prevent cross-threading. This Valvoline AT fluid smells really bad, so you'll want to make sure it's not dripping on you as you're doing this part of the project.